Okay, they should be able to hear us.
Okay. Hello. I'm gonna speedrun Cave Story. Best ending. Like, should I go now? Are we ready?
No, give me a minute.
Okay.
Okay, can you turn my volume up?
You're already at 200%. I can do this though. No idea if that changed anything. Oh,
Let me see if it's any better.
okay.
No, it's still really quiet. Is there anything else you can do?
I really don't know. Like your user volume is already at max. I don't really know if I can do something else.
Is the Discord volume itself in your volume mixer? Can you raise that?
Yeah, I just raised it actually. It's like at 50, and it should be good, I think.
Let me see again. Test. Can you raise it to 100?
I'm scared. Can you say something?
Test.
Whoa. Oh shit. Yeah, okay. I mean, I can endure this. I think it's kind of loud for me now. Okay. Oh, one sec.
Right. I don't know if they can hear this even still.
How is it now? Is it okay?
You sound fine to me. I sound like I'm a million miles away.
Okay, maybe now?
Testing.
I hope that's good.
It'll do. We'll make do with it. But just type the donations.
No. Okay, I can put the OBS sound at 100% if that's necessary, because the game is usually louder than me, that's why. But here everything is at 100%. Just tell me if it's okay.
Yeah, try upping the OBS volume for a minute there.
Yeah, it's at max. Everything is at max.
Okay, well, it doesn't sound like it's getting any better.
I'm really sorry. Yeah, I really don't know how I can fix that. Anyways, I guess I will just start.
Yeah, we can do that. If I have anything important to say, I'll say it in chat. So
Yeah, my apologies. I'm really sorry. I didn't expect that.
that's okay. Whenever you're ready, give me a countdown.
Okay, so 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. Hello everyone, welcome. This is Cave Story. I will go for best ending. Cave Story is an indie game that was released. I just died. An indie game that was released around 2004 and around December, I think. by a guy named Daisuke Amaya, also known as Pixel. And
All right, hold on. Can we stop for a minute?
yeah, sure.
You don't have game audio now.
What? That's great. How is it now?
I hear it very faintly. Sounds like you need amplifiers for just about everything. You need like a megaphone for everything.
My
There we go.
is that
Whatever
okay?
you just did there. They can hear me now. It's a miracle.
Really?
Whatever you just did, do that. Do more of that.
If that's really the case, I'm okay.
Yeah, that's perfect. Okay,
Okay.
right there. Leave it right there.
Nice.
That's brilliant.
Nice. Okay, perfect.
Okay. Whenever you're ready for take 2, count it.
Okay, perfect. I died anyway, so that's perfectly fine for me. Okay, so back again. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, I'm not gonna introduce myself. Introduce the game again. So as I said, I will go for best ending, which requires quite a few additional things. But yeah, so in this game, right off the bat, you're in a cave, and I will go for my first weapon, which is called the Polar Star. And the way weapons work in this game is that each weapons have 3 levels, and the way you increase your weapon level is by killing enemies and collecting little triangles. People like to call them Doritos. So yeah, these are the XP in question, those little triangles. And here I just grabbed an HP upgrade, HP up, I would say, and I will grab a few of them throughout the run. Alright. So, something important to point out is that I'm playing right now the original version, which is actually free. And by free I mean you don't have to pay money to get it. It's not that the speedrun is free. And I'm not playing the Cave Story Plus version, you know, the Steam one. The main difference between the two is that the original version runs at 50 FPS, and the Steam version runs at 60 FPS. But you might be wondering, why don't we speedrun Cave Story Plus then? It's because most people actually speedrun the original version. There isn't much to... there is not really a big community in Cave Story Plus. There's actually nobody, to be honest. And yeah, that's why I'm speedrunning the original version. And on top of that, there are a few skips that are done differently in Cave Story Plus because of the frame rate difference. But yeah. Here we see Balrog. It's that square-shaped enemy, along with Misery. She's the blue-haired lady. And Balrog is actually asking us if we want to fight him. And the game literally asks you yes or no, and you can just say no and skip the fight. So that's cool. Alright, so I'm coming close to one of the first RNG instance of the game. The graveyard. We have these little mushrooms that move in a completely random pattern. and I usually have to adapt to them, and right now I just got a decent pattern, so it's fine. Oh, and I would like to thank you for donating $200 for getting Chaco's lipstick and the curly panties. You are awesome. That's really amazing. Alright, so here I'm entering Egg Corridor, which is also heavily RNG dependent, mainly the beginning, because I want my weapon to be at level 2, and enemies can either drop XP or health, and you really want XP in this case. Alright. And I will try to get a skip here. Hopefully I get it. I've half got it. So I was supposed to ride those bugs to skip like a little portion of walking. You can stand on them during this cutscene. I didn't really time it very well, but it's fine. Alright, that death, that was actually very weird. My momentum was kinda weird there. I didn't expect to fall in the hole. Anyways, I will get back on track. I will maybe get the bug skip now. So yeah, that white flash at the bottom, one hits you if you touch him. Unfortunately, I don't know if I can get the bug skip. Yeah, I can. Try. I'm not gonna try. That's unfortunate. Yeah, that went a little bit poorly. Anyways, here you see that giant dude. We'll have to beat him at the end of Egg Corridor. My XP is not looking very good right now, so I will have to farm the enemies later. Hopefully it works out. Of course you don't give me XP. So that big enemy gives actually a lot of XP. And I was hoping for him to give me XP, but he didn't. But we'll have another opportunity to get some XP later. And by later I mean now. Thank you. Wow. That luck was actually terrible. In a run, you would immediately reset. Alright, here's the boss. You can actually stand inside him. He doesn't have an hitbox, and you just mash. This game is heavily mashy, like mashing dependent as well. And it's just a preference, but I'm playing on keyboard right now because I prefer mashing. I find it easy to mash on keyboard, but you can also play with a controller. To give you an idea, the current record holder actually plays with a controller. Alright, so we have to go back now. Right, so behind me right now there's a bug, and I will use that bug to do a damage boost here to reach this, and that went well at least. Oh yeah, a key thing in this game is you have to switch your weapons to the beat of the music. It's very important. So I'm gonna soon enter the second area of the game called Grasstown, and in Grasstown I will pick up an item that you guys want me to pick up, it seems. It's Chaco's lipstick, and I will talk about it once I get there. There's a funny thing you can do there. And later in the third area I will get Curly's panties. So I'm playing the game in Japanese, as you can see, and the reason of that is because the game is faster in Japanese. I think the game takes 1 frame to display 1 character, so that's why using Japanese is a lot faster. Thinking face emoji with Closey is by far the best Christmas emote combo you can do. It's so perfect. Alright, so I'm in Grasstown right here. And I'm about to get my second weapon. It's the fireball. It follows along the ground quite well, and Grasstown is actually shaped in a way that you use fireball a lot, so I will try to get it at level 2 at least, and I just got it, so that's cool. Alright, so I'm gonna enter Chaco's house here. So here's Chaco, she's that purple Mimiga. And here she's standing by this bed. And if you sleep in the bed while she's very close to it, you can hear an item get sound. And when you wake up and you check your inventory, you can see you have her lipstick, and she's sleeping in the bed, so yeah. So whatever happens, probably happens. Alright, so we have a little bit of fetch quest to do here. Okay, so here I will do a bunch of little tricks, which are kinda complicated, so hopefully I get them. So I jump on this enemy and reach this platform. It went well, and next I will try to skip Chaco's house. By using the bats I will do it first and then I will explain it. Okay, I just got it. So you just saw me damage boost twice of that. Bah! I. So I have to do that again. So no. So the way that skip works is you get hit by a bat and then you open your menu. Opening your menu resets your iframe, so that's why I'm able to get hit twice. 1, 2, like this. It's kind of tricky actually. It's one of the hardest tricks to learn when you're a beginner. Hey, I didn't die this time. Okay. Okay, so we're about to fight Balrog for real this time. We cannot skip this fight. And the way I'm gonna fight him is that I will stand on top of his head and mash Fireball. It's the best way to kill him here. Like this. And you can obliterate him very quickly here. So here we have to collect a few items, which is what I'm about to do. And just for safety I'm gonna save, because this is a marathon. And I'm about to pick my third weapon, which is the missile launcher. I could have actually picked the missile launcher earlier, but that's just a waste of time, and it's much faster to take it here because it's just on the way, so yeah. And the missile launcher is actually gonna be very useful throughout the whole run. And especially... Oh, sorry?
Oh, I just wanted to jump in with a quick donation.
Yeah, go ahead.
We got $10 from Sheik 276, and that is going towards the Shovel Knight incentive. So we need $40 more for Shovel Knight. Thank you.
Thank you. So yeah, I was saying I will use the missile launcher a lot in the next area. You will see why once I get there. Alright, so here I'm about to fight Balrog again, but Misery is gonna turn him into... boom. A frog. I will try to beat him in 3 rounds, so hopefully I get that. 93, that's not a lot. Hello, can you turn around? Ah, unfortunately, it's gonna be a 4 round. Yeah, Balfrog, that's how we call him. Alright. So here you see me with quite a lot of speed. I just got that speed from that fan. It pushes you with a lot of speed, and you can keep your speed by jumping as soon as you hit the ground. And the fact that you keep your momentum by jumping as soon as you hit the ground is an aspect of the game we have to keep in mind for later, and I will tell you why. Alright, so I finally collected my items, I have my bomb, and I can continue. Save this guy. By the way, since the game is in Japanese, I don't really know what's going on, so my best advice would be to download the game yourself. There is even an English translation, and yeah, it's definitely worth a shot. It's a good game. Nice emote combo here. The game is actually in many languages. Okay, so now that we are pretty much done in this area, we have to go back, and we're gonna then enter Sand Zone, which is the third area in the game. I don't have much XP on my missile launcher, but it's fine. As long as I have it at level 2, it's gonna be perfect for the next area. Alright, probably the longest cutscene here, I think. And yeah, so I'm gonna then enter Sand Zone, and this is where I will fight Curly and then get her panties. Alright, so right off the bat, I will try to get a little skip to save like 2 seconds, I think. Which is here. I will ride this bug and do this. Perfect. Alright, so here's Curly. We have to fight her. And I'm gonna use Fireball here. You just smash. And she dies. Alright, so now she's gonna ask us if we want to keep our current weapon or if we want to trade. And we're actually gonna trade. And we get her machine gun, which is by far one of the most useful weapons in the game. And you will understand why later. Alright, so here is the house of Curly, and here I'm in a very weird area. Like, I'm not supposed to be here, and if you check here, that's her panties, and you can just take them away and peace out. So yeah. Once again, thank you very much for donating for that. That's truly awesome. Alright, so you see these circle-shaped enemies, kinda like a sun. I just got a frame perfect jump. I didn't expect it. And these enemies can actually die in one hit if you use 2 missiles. So that's why I had to level up my missile launcher in Grass Town.
let me know when I have time to read donation.
You can go ahead now.
Okay. We have $200 from Kay. And Kay says, "See you there, buddy." Thank you so much for the $200 donation. And if you want to put that towards something, just let us know in chat.
I thought you were gonna say from Do the Thing.
You know, it wouldn't surprise me, honestly.
Yeah. Alright, so we keep going here, and I really want more XP on my machine gun here. And actually it's looking very good. Oh, no, no, no! Okay, that was so close. Alright, this is fine. Okay, so if you've played this game, you know that this is when you have to do a little, well, not a little, it's actually the longest quest, like fetch quest in this game. You have to collect all the dogs of this old lady I'm talking to, Jenka, and yeah, it's quite long, and during this quest I will try to level up all my weapons to level 3. So just to remind you, level 3 is basically level max for a weapon. Ooh, okay. So here's like one of them. There are 5 dogs in total. It's like probably one of the boring parts, unfortunately. But even though it's kind of boring for a viewer, it's actually kind of hard for a speedrunner, because everything in this area does a ton of damage. And something I didn't mention that is quite important is that if you get hit, you lose XP from your current weapon. So you really want to avoid that, naturally, and yeah. So here you see that my level 3 machine gun allows me to basically fly. Losing my level 3 machine gun would be basically tragic. I don't want that to happen. That was a bit weird, but yeah, I got through. I got some nice XP as well, so it's fine. So to get through these birds, I just damage boost, because if you aggro them, they will follow you, and it's just insanely annoying. I got hit quite a lot of time. So there are, after this one, there is one dog left. Alright, don't need to do that. Okay, this dog is actually hiding in this completely dark room, but I know the path. Right, peace out. And as we return the last dog, Barag is back again, and yeah, we have to deal with him later. So we return the dog here, and I get the life pot. The life pot will basically heal me completely, and I will keep it for the very last dungeon of the game. In a speedrun, I would actually skipping it, but here, since it's a marathon, it's much safer to get it. So yeah. I'm trying to get as much HP as I can because I had low HP earlier, but now it's looking a little bit better. So because the next fight is actually a very, very hard one. Hope it goes well. This fight is like one of the biggest wall, I would say, if you are speedrunning this game. And by that I mean you have to dodge everything that the boss does, and you have to switch weapons at the same time, and mash as well. It's like a lot of things going on, and it's really difficult. English is impossible. Alright. Hope I can do this. I don't have missiles. Alright. I managed the fight well at the end. I needed missiles to force her to jump. It's kind of weird, like in this fight, when you shoot missiles at her, she automatically jumps. And when she is in the air, I use my machine gun. And when she lands, I use my fireball. And after using fireball for a little bit of time, I immediately switch to missile to force her to jump. And I basically do that in a loop. Yeah. Hope you see what's going on behind everything. Okay. Oh, shit. So, after fighting that boss, I got my last weapon in the game, called the Blade. And the Blade is actually one of the strongest weapons. However, you can only have one blade at a time on the screen. So that's why most bosses from now on, I will, like, you will see me hugging them as much as I can so that I can mash blade as much as possible. Okay, so here I'm gonna concentrate because I died once in a run. Okay, I avoided death, that's cool. It was a very silly death I got once. So we're in the labyrinth now. The labyrinth is... Did I take damage on my machine gun? I did! That's bad. So yeah, labyrinth is just divided in a few parts. Alright, so here's... Okay, so here's a little boss you will see in a second. And you will see here I'm facing right and mashing with blade. And you're probably wondering why facing right is important here. That's because the way Blade works is that it will, like, the hitbox of the blade starts a little bit behind you, and this is why when you face the opposite direction you can basically still hit the enemy because of how the blade works. Right, so here's Monster X. The way this boss works is it has a shield and you have to destroy it in order to be able to deal damage to him. And yeah, it's basically a 4-round fight. It's kinda long, but it's not that bad. It's probably one of the hardest boss casually. Some people might probably agree with me here. Okay, that went okay. Nothing really fancy. My missile counter though is very bad. I have only 3 missiles, which is not a lot at all, because I need missiles for the next boss. That kinda sucks, but it's fine. So here I'm about to fight Balrog once again, and I will use Blade again. And because of how Blade works, I will do the same strat as I did earlier by facing the opposite direction. So, like this. I'm not even looking at him here, and I'm still dealing damage to him, thanks to the Blade. And you saw him losing a lot of HP, like, it's just a very strong weapon. Okay, so here we now get a missile launcher upgrade. However, our missile launcher is now back to level 1, so we have to level it up to 2 once again. And I'm gonna do it here, in this amazing area called Lab M. Very random. Okay, I got my level 2, that's nice. But I would like more missiles. Okay, the hardest part is behind. It may not look like it, but this area is insanely hard to optimize. Everything once again does a lot of damage, and you have to squeeze in through like spikes and enemies. And touching anything makes you lose your level 3 machine gun, so yeah. I have 5 missiles, that's very, very bad. Okay. So we got through. It was actually a very good Labyrinth M. And now, the rank killer. We are about to fight Core, and I will try to get, even though my missile counter is very, very low, I will still go for it. So, as I'm doing this puzzle, I will try to explain what I'm gonna do. I will try to get the quick kill. And in order to get the quick kill, you want your air meter to be at a certain point after beating the boss. And for that you want the water level to be at a certain point as well. So you see the water level going up and down. And I will start the fight at a very specific moment in order to get what I just explained. Basically the water level to be at a certain point after beating the boss. So when the water is here, I talk to Curly, and if I am able to get a very quick kill, I will get a very quick drown section after the boss. But I doubt I will get it. But let's give it a shot. Yeah, already the first round went kinda slowly. I don't have missiles anymore. If I had more missiles, that could have been a lot better. I still managed to get sort of fight fast, sorry, rounds, considering I didn't have a lot of missiles. But yeah, the water level was a lot lower than expected after killing the boss. If I were to get a faster kill, the water level would have been a lot higher and I would have drawn a lot faster. So here I'm basically waiting for my air level to be at 0. So yeah, it's kinda difficult to explain. I hope it wasn't a mess and you at least understood a little bit. Anyways, coming up is the most annoying skip in the game, which is called the waterway skip. What I'm gonna try to do is mash against a current. Basically, you will see that in the next zone there is a lot of water currents, and if I'm able to mash very quickly against one of these currents, I will be able to skip something like 15 seconds of a maze. It's here. Second try. Easy. Okay, so second try is very good. But as I said, the skip is very difficult and you need crazy good mashing for it. And in a run, you can get stuck in that skip a lot. Like, I got some runs that died there a lot. I would find myself trying to get the skip for like 20 attempts and not get it anyway, and then I would just reset. But yeah, it's a rough one. Okay. One missile. I will go with Blade. So there's another boss coming up. It's a giant fish called Iron Head, and what I'm gonna use is basically stand inside him and mash Blade. Did I not take damage? No, I took damage. Right. Yeah, it's a very simple fight. You have to stand inside him and mash Blade. Okay. Now I'm about to fight to get the most important item in the speedrun, which is the booster 2.0. And I will use my booster 2.0 and my machine gun in combination to get some crazy speed in the next area. Man, seeing my inventory with panties is quite unusual. Alright, so I will try to get that. So here, as you can see, I'm keeping booster speed, basically. The booster gives you a lot of speed, and if you use the booster and the machine gun to do some platforming tricks, you can get some crazy speed. And yeah, this is what makes the speedrun quite fun to do. It's a lot. It's very hard as well. No! Okay, thought I was gonna get hit. Okay, so here I just opened the chest. One sec. Okay, perfect. That area went very well. I'm very happy. It's a run killer as well. So, in that room earlier where I opened the chest, I was supposed to fight a boss after opening the chest, but if you leave the room quick enough, you can skip the fight. So yeah. Nice boost. Okay. So here's outer wall. There's a bunch of platforming to do on the left side, but I'm skipping everything and I'm going from the right side where there's nothing, and I use my machine gun. Speeds up the outer wall quite a lot. Alright. So here you once again see me with a lot of speed, and this is because I'm carrying booster momentum. Very important trick in this speedrun.
Can I provide a quick update here?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. Again, just to remind everybody, Shovel Knight is coming up next, and for that game, there's an incentive for the Watch the Triple King dance, and we have $10 raised out of the $50 that we need, so we need $40 more for that incentive. And then later in the day, we have Ori in the Blind Forest, and you can donate for which color you want Ori to be, red, blue, yellow, or green. And then a little bit later after that, we have Metal Gear, and there is an incentive for that game to do a big boss run of Metal Gear, which means no alerts, you know, no nothing. I mean, you got to play perfectly. So it's a really entertaining watch, and that one still needs $100 and I believe $80.
All right. So you see that in the area I am in right now, called the Plantation, the area is so big that I'm doing machine boosts everywhere. It's very important to do them, because it speeds up traveling through the area in a quite substantial way. Oh, by the way, I should probably specify, but machine boost is what I'm doing basically when I keep booster speed. Like, that's the name of the trick, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. Alright, so here I'm about to fight a mushroom. But first I need to go through this little quiz. He's trying to mislead you with some weird questions. This inventory is so weird. Okay. And this bus is actually very random. Okay. the rocks falling from the ceiling do a ton of damage. Okay, perfect. I didn't get hit, that's all I wanted. So you get the mushroom, you peace out now. And maybe I should like most people ask me why we don't use the spur in this speedrun. That's because the spur is actually a bad weapon. I don't know why people love it so much, but in a speedrunning oh, this is so bad. In a speedrunning aspect, the spur doesn't help you at all, just like the machine gun does, and same for the damage it deals. It doesn't do that much damage, even though it pierces through enemies. Like, Blade does basically the same job and it's even faster.
We have another donation here.
Yeah, go ahead. It's actually the perfect time for donations. You can go ahead.
We have $50 from Lacknerth, and the comment is thinking. If you wanted to put that towards something, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to use that to finish up the Shovel Knight incentive.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. So here is basically the actual most boring part of the speedrun. That lady I was talking to earlier took my booster, so I can't do boosts anymore, and I have to go through this slowly. And it's like 3 minutes long, I don't remember, but yeah.
Okay. With that donation, by the way, we met the incentive for the Shovel Knight Triple King dance, so we will see that.
Nice. Thanks for the donations, by the way. That's really kind of you all. Okay, so the quest is finally over, and the game finally starts now. We have like the hard dungeons coming up. Well, we have a cave coming up, it's not a dungeon, but yeah. This is where the game starts getting very difficult. First reason is because once I enter the last cave here, I'm gonna get all my weapons D-leveled to 1. So I have to deal with this. And yeah, here I'm in last cave. This is one of my favorite area. You get to do a lot of boosts, some very hard platforming. And yeah, as you can see, there's spikes everywhere. definitely one of the most dangerous area in the game. Touching them basically deals 10 damage. And so far it's going okay. And as I say that, I miss! I'm getting screwed. I'm gonna shut my mouth. Please. Here's a bus. Okay, we got through. It wasn't the most amazing last cave, but I didn't die. That's the main part. Okay, we now have when I hit save. We now have a little boss rush of 3 bosses in a row without heal or save. Well, heal. You can technically heal after the second boss. But yeah, so we fight Misery first. She teleports in a completely random place after you deal a certain amount of damage to her. And right now she's giving me bad pattern. That's fine. So after Misery we have the Doctor. Doctor is in 2 phases. And the second one is by far the most scary. The scariest, rather. I'm gonna try to get hit by his red crystal here, because it deals only 1 damage, so that I can stand inside him with my iframes. Yeah, here, I just got hit by the crystal, and same here. He gave me shitty spawns as well, but it's fine. What? It's fine. My blade D-level, that's kinda bad. I wish I had it at level 2 for the final, well, the third boss here. It's fine. And just for safety, I'm gonna heal actually. So you see Choco here. If you speak to her twice, all the Mimigas show you their love, and it's fine. It's cool. It's very cute. Okay, so here we see the core once again. We have to fight it again, and along with core, there will be 2 more enemies. Basically, Sue here on the left side and Misery. They will be turned into puppets, and I have to deal with them as well. So it's kind of tricky, but not that much. I will only kill Misery. And yeah. Like this. And I will let Sue just do her thing. Don't really care about her. She's not much of a threat. And you see this boss, I just use Blade against him and does a lot of damage. Alright, perfect. Went quite well. And yeah, so if you've played this game, you know what's coming up. Hell. Hell is one of the hardest area in the game, if not the hardest. And yeah, the second room in Hell is very random and it's very dangerous as well. So I will hope for it to go, hopefully. So I said I was going for best ending. In order to get the best ending, you have to go through hell, and if you actually skip hell, you won't get the best ending. It's not fun, so we go through it. I'm gonna save though. In a speedrun, you never save, basically. Alright, so everything is D-level to 1 once again. I'm aiming to get my missile launcher to be at level 3. And so far it's fine. And here's the room in question. It's called the tire room. There is a bunch of enemies going at you. And some boulders falling from the ceiling. They deal 10 damage and they are completely random. And it looks like yeah, that's perfectly fine. Nice. I have so much HP, that's completely fine. I needed more XP though, because again, I need my missile launcher to be at level 3. I'm not even sure I will be able to get it at level 3. It's so low. That was almost very bad. I saved it that time. Alright. Almost there. I'm gonna grab the chest at the top of the screen. You can't see it because it's hidden, but there's a chest here. It contains 24 extra missiles, which will come very handy for this fight. You stand below him and you just smash with missiles. Completely fine. Okay. And yeah, final boss coming up. The final boss is in 4 phases. And the third one is by far the hardest. And I have a lot of HP actually, so I should be fine. Whoa! What? I didn't... Whatever, it's fine, it's fine. I wanted to go back on top of his head, but I boosted up? Question mark? Whatever. Okay, 2 rounds, that's fine. That scared me a little bit, but it's cool. Time is coming up, by the way, golden. And... time.
I have 1 hour, 3 minutes, 31 seconds.
Alright, I take it. Okay.
GG.
Thanks. Kind of a rough start, I have to say. I died in Egg Corridor, I think it was a long death. But yeah, it was fine overall. Thank you very much for having me. It's a pleasure, as always. And thank you everyone who's been donating. Thank you for donating for the panties and the lipstick as well. That's truly awesome. So yeah, keep watching, keep donating. RDD is a great guy, great friend, and yeah, I really hope he makes it to HDQ. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if we keep up this pace, you guys, we absolutely will see RDD at HDQ because we are just under 40% of the way to the goal already.
Yeah, that's actually insane. But yeah.
So, thank you again, Shadax, for the run. And we're going to switch restreamers now. Cassisby is going to take over. So the stream is going to go down for a brief amount of time. It'll be right back up. Don't go anywhere. We'll be continuing the marathon with Shovel Knight